I wouldn't necessarily say that you encourage it, but I would say that every time you take a narcissist back in the narcissist brain, in our brains, we think that you are okay with whatever previously happened, no matter what it was. It could be lying, it could be cheating, it could be stealing, it could be whatever it was. If you take that narcissist back continually, like every time you take them back, they think that you're okay. That's why it always gets worse. That's why it always escalates. Because if you take them back, if you take a narcissist back in our brains, it's just like, okay, cool. All is forgiven. Don't ever bring it up again. If you bring it up again, we are like, why you keep bringing up the past? Why'd you take me back if you're not happy? Why you keep bringing up the past? Like, that's over. Don't bring it up again. Why'd you forgive me? Why'd you take me back? So in a narcissist brain, you become an enabler of the behavior, and that's why it always gets worse. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am your favorite narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. If this is your first time seeing my face, I'm a diagnosed narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder, and the point of my entire platform is to bring awareness to this disorder and to also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. This series is all about expanding upon my TikToks. Like, you see this video right here, there was a TikTok about enabling narcissism and whatnot. She asked if she was enabling her narcissist by continuously taking them back and forgiving them over and over again. And the question in the narcissist mind, you are, I'm not calling you an enabler. I'm not personally not calling you an enabler. I'm not victim blaming. I'm not doing anything of the sort. But in the narcissist mind, you are forgiving. Like, complete forgiveness means it kind of feels like you are enabling them. It kind of feels like, okay, you forgave me for this. What else can I get away with? Like, and that's why every time you take a narcissist back without changed behavior, without any kind of plan of action, any kind of therapy, any kind of I'll go into marriage counseling in a second. Any kind of therapy, it gets worse. They expect complete, utter forgiveness. They literally expect you to forgive them 100,000%. They don't want to hear anything else about it. They don't want if you let me come back home, or if you come back home, don't bring it up ever again. Because why would you take me back? Why would you let me come home if you're not going to completely forgive me? If we're not going to be past this issue? And I haven't changed. I haven't changed, not one bit, not one piece, not anything. So why did you let me back? You know what I mean? Why would you let me back home if you didn't believe me, if you didn't trust me, if you didn't want to hear anything? If you're going to continue to live in the past, you know what I mean? Nobody's holding you hostage here. Nobody forced you to come back home. Sometimes they will force you somehow if they have any monetary power over you or the kids or something like that. You know what I mean? So if you let a narcissistic person come back home without any type of change behavior, then they think that you are enabling the behavior, and they expect complete, utter forgiveness. And then, like I said, I know people ask me, one of the main questions that people ask me is like, hey Lee, what is change? What is change behavior? What does change behavior mean? It means like a dedicated therapy plan where you can actively see change behavior. Like, you can say no to them before you let them come home too. Before you let them come home, if you kick them out, or if you leave before you come home, they have to be in therapy. They have to agree to therapy. They have to let you speak your piece, and they have to make active changes. Like, you have to be able to feel comfortable around that person. Like, how do I know that they've changed? Like, how do you feel talking to this person? Are you upset with seeing them? Are you getting physically sick? Because, narcissists, being in a long-term narcissistic relationship, it can also make you physically sick, not just mentally. It doesn't just affect your mental health. It can also make you physically sick as well. So that's why I tell people, like, consistent change behavior is absolutely the only apology you should accept from a narcissist. That's it. That's point blank period. There's nothing else. Them saying I'm sorry, them saying I won't do it again, them saying and them trying to flip it on you and gaslight you into believing that you had something to do with it, that's not an apology either. Consistent change behavior is it. In marriage counseling, I never suggest that you do marriage counseling with a narcissist. Even though me and my wife went through marriage counseling, I had separate therapy as well. I don't think just solo marriage counseling can work with a narcissist. I know people are like, what if we go to marriage counseling? Is that consistent change behavior? Yeah, I feel like if you go to marriage counseling without them being in their own separate therapy and you possibly being in your own separate therapy, I don't think it can work. I think that's the only way it worked with my relationship, is because, like, I was in therapy by myself. She had done some therapy sessions by herself, and we came together in marriage counseling. I feel like solo therapy allows you to work on yourself. Marriage counseling allows you, or couples counseling, whatever, allows you to work on each other, work on the relationship dynamic in open terms. In marriage counseling, a lot of times it gives you the ability to speak, but like, and also I don't suggest that you do marriage counseling with the same. So with me, I have my own I have my own therapist that I've been seeing for 4 years. Our marriage counselor is a completely different person. I don't know if that's a smart thing to do, but like I just keep it separate. You know what I mean? So I feel like I built this rapport with my therapist that I just don't want to like bring. I don't know. It just didn't feel right. But yeah, me personally, I don't think you're like, by letting a narcissistic person come back, I don't think you're absolutely enabling the behavior, but the narcissist thinks that you are okay with whatever they have done to you. And that's why, like, a lot of times, if you let them come back, it compounds. And then a lot of times you let them, let's say cheating is the offense that makes y'all, is the straw that broke the camel's back. So if you let them come back with just them saying, I won't do it again, pretty much in the narcissist's head, when they say, if I say I won't do it again, that means you won't catch me doing it again the same way. You might catch me again, but you won't catch me doing it again the same way. So if you caught me, like, say if you caught me by going through my phone, you won't catch me going through my phone again. You caught me by going through my Apple Watch, you won't do that again. Snapchat, you won't do that again. Whatever way you caught them the first time, they'll switch it up, and you actually make them better at being deceptive to you. So that's what I said, consistent change behavior, whatever that means to you, it can transform with everybody. I know everybody, I'm not here to judge anybody for leaving or staying and whatnot. You know if you need to leave. You know if you need to leave. I'm not going to tell you, hey, you need to leave right now. You know if you need to leave. But a lot of times people want to try to work it out for the kids and stuff like that. We got kids together. It's so hard. It's so much harder when you got kids. Like, yeah, it's harder when you got kids because now you can't just think about yourself. Some people say it's easier. Some people say, if I didn't have kids, I wouldn't have left. Some people say it's easier because kids they want to give their kids a fighting chance to grow up and develop into a decent human being and not be raised in the same household 24/7 as a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. You know what I mean? And watch the other parent, the undisordered parent, watch them be sad and unhappy as hell the entire time. That affects kids, y'all. That's why I said we gotta you gotta kind of step up and do what you think is best. So I was like, don't let anybody back into your house without any type of consistent change behavior, because I'm telling you, it escalates and it gets worse because you make them better cheaters, you make them better liars, you make them better manipulators. When you take them back on just them apologizing, I'm sorry. That's it. Anyways, y'all, I'm about to cut this thing short. I really, truly appreciate every single like, comment. Please like and subscribe and comment. Keep commenting. The support has been unbelievable. It's amazing. I really, really, truly appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm beyond thankful. I'm beyond grateful. I know, yeah. You tug at my little narcissistic heartstrings. Anyways, y'all, if y'all like this series, let me know. I really, truly appreciate every single one of y'all. Mental Healness is out. Peace.